The AFCI breaker tripping when you install light bulbs suggests a few potential issues. The light bulbs might not be compatible with the AFCI breaker, or they might exceed its rated wattage. AFCI breakers are sensitive to certain types of lighting loads, such as fluorescent or light-emitting diode bulbs with high inrush currents. Consider using light bulbs specifically designed for AFCI circuits. Loose wire connections in the can lights, especially around the light bulb holder and the junction box, can create arcing, which triggers the AFCI breaker. Ensure all screws and wire nuts are securely tightened. Inspect the wiring inside the can lights and junction box for any damage or exposed conductors. Broken or frayed wires can cause arcing and trip the AFCI breaker. Repair or replace any damaged wires. Verify that the can lights are properly grounded. Ensure that the ground wire is connected securely to the junction box and the electrical panel. A poor ground connection can create a path for current to flow, which triggers the AFCI breaker. Calculate the total wattage of the light bulbs on the circuit. If the total wattage exceeds the breaker's rated ampacity, the breaker will trip. Reduce the total wattage by using lower wattage light bulbs or adding another circuit to distribute the load. It is possible the can lights were not installed correctly. Ensure that they are installed according to the manufacturer's instructions and meet electrical codes. In rare cases, the AFCI breaker itself may be faulty. Contact an electrician to test and replace the breaker if necessary. Before working on any electrical circuit, use a non-contact voltage tester to verify that there is no power to the circuit. Consider using light-emitting diode bulbs with low inrush currents to minimize the likelihood of tripping the AFCI breaker. If you cannot find and fix the issue, hire a licensed electrician to inspect the circuit and resolve the problem. When an AFCI breaker trips, it's designed to protect against arc faults, which are dangerous electrical conditions that can lead to fires. These breakers are more sensitive than standard circuit breakers and can be tripped by various factors. When troubleshooting, it's helpful to start with the simplest and most common causes before moving on to more complex issues. Firstly, check the light bulbs. Not all light bulbs are created equal. Incandescent light bulbs generally have a lower inrush current compared to some compact fluorescent lamps or light-emitting diode bulbs. The inrush current is the instantaneous high current drawn when a device is first turned on. AFCI breakers can misinterpret this as an arc fault if the inrush current is too high or too prolonged. Ensure the light bulbs are rated for use with AFCI circuits. These light bulbs typically have built-in circuitry to limit the inrush current. Also, verify the wattage of each light bulb and ensure that the total wattage of all the light bulbs on the circuit does not exceed 80% of the breaker's rating. For a 15 amp circuit at 120 volts, this would be 15 amps times 120 volts, which equals 1800 watts, so you shouldn't exceed 1440 watts in total. Secondly, examine the wiring connections. Loose connections are a common cause of arcing, which will trip an AFCI breaker. Carefully inspect all wire connections in the can lights, the junction boxes, and the electrical panel. Look for signs of corrosion, discoloration, or melted insulation, which can indicate a loose or overheating connection. Tighten all screw terminals and wire nuts securely, but avoid over-tightening, which can damage the wires or terminals. Use a torque screwdriver if available to ensure the correct torque is applied. When making wire connections, ensure that the correct size and type of wire connectors are used. For example, using a wire knot that is too small for the number and gauge of wires can result in a loose and unreliable connection. Thirdly, check for damaged wiring. Inspect the wires for any signs of physical damage, such as cuts, abrasions, or exposed conductors. Pay particular attention to areas where the wires pass through metal studs or other sharp objects, as these can chafe and damage the insulation over time. Also, check for any signs of rodent damage, as rodents can chew on wires and create shorts or ground faults. If you find any damaged wires, repair or replace them immediately. Use appropriately sized wire and insulation for the application, and ensure that all splices are made inside approved junction boxes. Fourthly, look for grounding issues. A proper ground connection is essential for electrical safety and can also help prevent nuisance tripping of AFCI breakers. Ensure that all the CAN lights are properly grounded, with a continuous ground wire running back to the electrical panel. Check the ground connections at each CAN light junction box and the panel to ensure that they are clean, tight, and corrosion-free. If the ground wire is connected to a metal junction box, make sure that the box is also properly grounded. Use a multimeter to test the continuity of the ground circuit and verify that it has a low resistance path back to the panel. A high resistance ground can indicate a loose or corroded connection, which can cause problems with AFCI breakers. Fifthly, consider overloaded circuits. Although it may seem that the circuit is not overloaded, it's important to verify the total load on the circuit. In addition to the light bulbs, consider any other devices that are connected to the same circuit, such as outlets or appliances. Add up the wattage of all these devices to determine the total load. If the total load exceeds 80% of the breaker's rating, the breaker may be tripping due to an overload. Reduce the load by removing some of the devices from the circuit or by moving them to a different circuit. If it's not possible to reduce the load, consider adding another circuit to distribute the load more evenly. Sixthly, investigate improper installation. If the CAN lights were not installed correctly, this can also cause problems with AFCI breakers. Ensure that the CAN lights are installed according to the manufacturer's instructions and meet all applicable electrical codes. Check that the CAN lights are properly secured to the ceiling and that the wiring is properly routed and supported. Also, check that the CAN lights are rated for use in insulated ceilings, if applicable. Using CAN lights that are not rated for insulated ceilings can cause overheating and potentially lead to a fire. Seventhly, test the AFCI breaker itself. In rare cases, the AFCI breaker itself may be faulty. To test the breaker, use a dedicated AFCI tester, which is designed to simulate an arc fault and verify that the breaker trips correctly. If the breaker does not trip when tested, or if it trips at a lower current than it is rated for, it may be faulty and need to be replaced. Replacing an AFCI breaker is a relatively simple task, but it's important to follow all safety precautions and disconnect the power to the circuit before working on it. Finally, consider these additional tips. Use a non-contact voltage tester to verify that there is no power to the circuit before working on it. This is a simple but important safety precaution that can help prevent electrical shock. Install AFCI breakers on all circuits in the basement area, as required by electrical codes. AFCI protection is particularly important in areas where there is a higher risk of arc faults, such as basements and bedrooms. Consider using light-emitting diode bulbs with low inrush currents to minimize the likelihood of tripping the AFCI breaker. Light-emitting diode light bulbs are generally more energy efficient and longer lasting than incandescent light bulbs, and they are also less likely to cause problems with AFCI breakers. If you are unable to find and fix the issue yourself, hire a licensed electrician to inspect the circuit and resolve the problem. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it's always best to leave it to the professionals if you are not comfortable working with electricity. Remember that AFCI breakers are designed to protect against arc faults, which are dangerous electrical conditions that can lead to fires. If your AFCI breaker is tripping frequently, it's important to take it seriously and investigate the cause. By following these troubleshooting steps, you can identify and resolve the problem and ensure a safe electrical installation. Always prioritize safety when working with electricity, and if you are ever in doubt, consult with a qualified electrician. Additionally, consider the type of CAN lights you are using. Some older CAN light fixtures may have insulation that has deteriorated over time, which can create a path for current leakage and cause the AFCI breaker to trip. If the CAN lights are old, it may be worth replacing them with newer, more efficient models. Also, check the wiring inside the CAN lights for any signs of damage or wear. The insulation on the wires can become brittle over time, which can lead to shorts or ground faults. If you find any damaged wiring, replace it with new wiring of the same gauge and type. When working with electrical wiring, always use the correct tools and techniques. Use wire strippers to remove the insulation from the wires, and use crimp connectors to make secure and reliable connections. Avoid using pliers or knives to strip the insulation, as this can damage the wires and create a potential hazard. Also, be sure to follow all applicable electrical codes and regulations. These codes are designed to ensure the safety of electrical installations and to prevent fires and other hazards. If you are not familiar with the electrical codes in your area, consult with a qualified electrician. Finally, remember that electrical troubleshooting can be a process of elimination. Start with the simplest and most common causes, and then work your way through the more complex issues. Be patient and methodical, and don't be afraid to ask for help if you get stuck. With a little bit of effort, you should be able to identify and resolve the problem and get your AFCI breaker working properly. Ensure that all electrical boxes are properly installed and grounded. The electrical boxes should be securely mounted to the studs or ceiling joists, and they should be properly grounded to the electrical panel. A loose or poorly grounded electrical box can create a potential hazard and can also cause problems with AFCI breakers. Check that all the screws and connectors are tight and that the box is properly aligned. Also, check that the box is not damaged or corroded. If you find any problems with the electrical boxes, repair or replace them as needed. Ensure that all wiring is properly supported and protected. The wiring should be supported by staples or cable ties every few feet, and it should be protected from physical damage. Avoid running the wiring through sharp edges or areas where it could be easily damaged. Also, avoid running the wiring near heat sources or other potential hazards. If you need to run the wiring through a wall or ceiling, use a conduit or other protective sleeve to protect it from damage. Check that all the electrical connections are properly made. The electrical connections should be tight, clean, and corrosion-free. Use wire connectors that are appropriate for the size and type of wire, and make sure that the connectors are properly tightened. Avoid over-tightening the connectors, as this can damage the wires or connectors. Also, avoid under-tightening the connectors, as this can create a loose connection that can cause problems with AFCI breakers. Ensure that all the electrical components are properly rated for the application. The electrical components, such as switches, outlets, and light fixtures, should be rated for the voltage and current of the circuit. Using components that are not properly rated can create a potential hazard and can also cause problems with AFCI breakers. Check the ratings of all the components to ensure that they are appropriate for the application. Ensure that all the electrical work is done in accordance with the National Electrical Code (NEC) and local codes. The National Electrical Code is a set of standards for electrical installations that is designed to ensure the safety of people and property. Local codes may also have additional requirements that must be followed. It is important to be familiar with the NEC and local codes before starting any electrical work. If you are not familiar with the codes, consult with a qualified electrician. If the problem persists after checking all of these items, it is recommended to consult with a qualified electrician to diagnose and repair the issue. AFCI breakers are designed to protect against arc faults, which can be a serious fire hazard. It is important to have the issue resolved as soon as possible to ensure the safety of your home. When the AFCI breaker trips, it is important to reset it immediately. However, if the breaker continues to trip, it is important to investigate the cause of the tripping. Do not simply keep resetting the breaker without investigating the cause, as this could create a dangerous situation. Start by checking the light bulbs to make sure that they are not burned out or damaged. If the light bulbs are okay, then check the wiring to make sure that there are no loose connections or damaged wires. If you find any loose connections or damaged wires, repair them immediately. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, then it is best to call a qualified electrician.